Hey guys, I just wanted to actually make this really quick video, honestly. This is just really freaking exciting news for me, honestly, because look, a couple months ago we heard, Jake Johnson was talking about, and some of the showrunners for New Girl were basically saying that, it was kind of a 50-50 chance, kind of up in the air about whether or not New Girl was going to be arriving in season 7, whether it was going to get renewed or not and everything, and it's been kind of a nail-biting couple months as we've been waiting for news for that to happen. And look, today of all days is the day that they actually really had to make that decision and make that announcement, because for the most part, industry-wise, this is kind of the day where Fox and like a lot of other networks actually have to figure out exactly like what they're going to be spending money on for the next year and how they were going to kind of allot their money to certain shows or something. What are they bringing back? What are they not? So that's probably why you're seeing a lot of information about one show coming back or one show getting canceled, depending on what your favorite shows are and whether or not that's actually, they're actually coming back or not, especially the ones that were kind of on the edge of whether or not they were coming back. I'm saying whether or not a lot. But anyway, guys, so this is actually really good news. So what we've heard right now is that New Girl is coming back for a final season, season 7, and going to be a drastically reduced season. I talked about this a little before, where they could potentially bring it back for something like, like a 14 episode run or something like that, but even less. We're actually only getting 8 episodes next year, but to me personally, I think this would be an awesome thing. Honestly, it would just be enough episodes for us as fans to see some of the lingering threads that they kind of left from season 6's opening, or I guess final, and through the opening and everything else that we need to see. We need to see Schmidt and Cece's baby actually be born. Maybe they're going to hold off on that. Maybe they'll start some kind of time jump or something. They decided, or they talked about briefly, of whether or not there was going to be a time jump for this last season. We also need to see, obviously, we need to let Winston actually get married and maybe even find and see his father for the very first time. Obviously, there's a lot of fun that they can have with that. And then also, as an audience and just fans in general, we definitely need to see Nick and Jess actually not only stay together, but actually, be good together, maybe even get married or at least get engaged or something like that. Depending on whatever they decide to do. But we need, as fans, we need to see that they actually get to stay together this time, considering, this is the last season and they only have so few episodes to actually do anything. One of the things that was actually worrying me before we got this news was, if you look at all the actors who basically are on the show, we got everyone basically moving on and doing other things, and it was starting to get a little concerning, because when you start seeing that, when shows are basically on the line of whether or not they're going to be come back or revived or whatever in this day and age, you start seeing the actors basically go and get other jobs, and that's just never really a good sign. I mean, good sign for them. I mean, obviously you want to continue working, but just as fans as a certain show, you're like, well, is it actually going to come back or is it not going to come back? And if it comes back, how long is it going to come back? Are they actually going to be able to wrap everything up and everything like that? But I'm really glad we're actually getting at least 8 episodes for them to end this story to the best of their ability. And even though I was kind of ready after today just to hear if they had actually were going to cancel it or not, I was actually kind of just ready to do like my goodbye video for this series. But luckily that has to be pushed off for about a year or something, because really good news today, honestly. So anyway, go down to the comment section below and tell me what y'all think about this. Do you like the fact that the show is coming back, even if it's only for an 8 episode run? Or, I mean, would you have rather it just ended in season 6? Do you think they're getting too old for this? How do you think the next season is going to pan out and anything like that? I have a couple of ideas for stuff I'd like to see from these 8 episodes, but that's a whole nother video and something I'm going to be putting out a couple days from now, or maybe, I don't know, as soon as possible. So make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, just to look forward to that video and any other things that come up with this show going forward, maybe any other news or something that I feel like is worth covering, and hopefully they end it just as well as they did last season, and hopefully it's a nice ending. So guys, we're gonna have to just wait and see, honestly. So I'll check y'all later. Bye.